Hey!
Hello, friends. Shannon Heaton here.
Matt Heaton over here.
It
Matt Heaton
is
des.
raining a lot all week in the Boston area.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the room sounds different. I moved the big bookcase out and moved some things around, downsized considerably, fewer plants, so it all sounds different.
Yeah.
We were a bit rushed today, so it hasn't been an easy start. I'm sorry for that.
Wow, that's all right. Hopefully you guys are having a fine time, a fine start.
Yes, and Bob, thanks for joining us. I hope that you were enjoying the sunny day in Wisconsin. Send a little of that sun our way. We're supposed to get some nice weather tomorrow.
Yeah.
Allison in the Pyrenees. That sounds like a beautiful place to be, and I'm so glad you're with us live today. Paul in Quebec, welcome to you. Aaron in Arizona, welcome. And hope that you aren't trying to play the flute outside windy Arizona. Adele in drizzly Halifax. We are rain siblings here. And Carrie in Florida. Also windy in Florida. There's a trend.
Could be an East Coast thing.
And Mike in Portland, welcome to you. Hello, Ted in Ontario. Hi, France in Ottawa. Hi to Arthur in France. Welcome, my friends. And let's see, Bill in San Francisco. It's been a while. Welcome back. Glad you're here with us. Ray in Albany, welcome to you. Maria in the UK, hot and dry in southwest Scotland, not in the UK. You are in the UK, but you're in Scotland. Hope you have a lovely time. It's weird when it's suddenly warm, unseasonably warm too. Anyway, Bev in Lancaster, welcome back. Kevin in Texas, hi to you. Hi to Maria. I already said hi to Maria, but I wish you many highs because it's always a delight to have you join us. Dawn in Fort Collins, welcome. Amy in Pasadena, hi to you. Hi to Vivian in Michigan. Hello to Allison in Rhode Island, welcome to you. And to Linda in Loveland, to Jake in Virginia, to Holly in Tipperary, welcome to you. And to Elise in Alexandria, welcome. Hi, Gigi in Switzerland. We're going to start off with a lovely slide called the Apple Blossom. It's so simple, and it's the same in the A part and the B part. There's only one note that's different in the B part, the first note. This the most beautiful performance of this I think ever is Hatau and Nami have this on their very first track of their new CD, which is called The Happy Cabin. Last month we were so lucky to have Hatau host a VGS in his home in Osaka, and we did a concert with him and Nami, and this was the first tune they played on the concert. It was very special, so hope you'll join us with da 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 dee da dum. 1, 2, here we go, friends. often start with a warm-up jig.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever started with a warm-up slide.
Never.
I wouldn't say never. We may have done it once or twice, but that was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Nice to slow that tune down, and also nice to remember our friends Hatao and Nami. So we got back just recently from a wonderful trip to Japan where we played some concerts, we played some sessions. One of them we broadcast live from Hatao's house. We did a recording with our friends in Ojizo, and we are back in Boston.
We're back.
And
Like we never left.
well, it is not at all like that. I feel rearranged a bit, and it's lovely to have had that experience. So thanks for joining us back, and happy that we can share these tunes with folks all over the place, even if we can't travel to each and every one of those places. Saul in Michigan, welcome to you, and Lavinia in Italy. Ciao. Thanks for joining us. Jaylin, long time no see. Wonderful to have you joining us live, and I think you maybe had some tunes with Hatao recently. Or Will. He's such a fine flute player, as you are. So we're happy you're joining us here. Chris in Massachusetts, hey down the road. And to everybody, we're going to play the Dairy Maid. That is a lovely reel indie, isn't it? And it's the tune of the month selection.
Holy smokes.
For this month, I believe.
That's
Into
the Ed Reevy classic.
The Hunter's House. Great tunes by Ed Reevy. A lot of them are just great. Swan
Yeah.
Among the Rushes.
Yep.
The Highest Hill in Sligo.
Yeah.
So Love at the endings.
Yeah, but we're playing the Hunter's House.
Hunter's House is probably the most famous one.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you don't know any Ed Reevy tunes, that's a good place to start. It's a well-known one. So we'll do first. Into. Oops, sorry. Yeah?
Yeah.
Die, do, do, la, do, 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 do. How fast?
We're trying to find a nice tempo for it. About there.
We've been playing very fast lately. It's hard to slow it down.
Do you have it there?
That's
faster than I just said.
Is that okay?
Sure.
1, 2, 1. That little tag ending.
The tag, it's all about the tag.
Kind of
You gotta do
almost
the tag.
never played it without the tag ending. And we both tried a few weird things. Some of them worked and some of them didn't on both of our parts. But, melodic variation and taking chances is fun when you're playing together and when you're locked in with somebody that you trust. So hopefully you trust us and you can try a few things. Also, it occurred to me that tune can be challenging for flute players, sure. In the beginning, you don't need to do a crayon there on the D, really. In fact, don't do it every time. You can just play B, D, D, B, and tongue that second D. It does go below the range of the instrument, so if you want to listen back and see how I navigated that, feel free to lift any ideas you hear me doing that or help make things easier for you. But above all, I realized in the B part, that tune can really throw a flute player if you can't figure out places to breathe. So again, if you want to back it up and slow it down and take some note of a few places where I breathed. I try to breathe in lots of different places on purpose to give you options. So if one or two options really appeal to you, take it, try it, and see if it helps make the tune
Has that one
easier.
ever been a tune of the month, Shannon?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe that'd be a good one, huh?
Very good. Matt Heaton, very good.
Hello. Thank you.
And very good Mary in Oregon. Thanks for joining us. And to Christy in Tipperary, hello and welcome. Hi, Dat in Southern California. Nice to have you here. And Jalen, it really is an honor always to have folks joining us from around the world, but especially when you're live in time zones such as yours. 2 a.m. in China,
Something
3
like this.
a.m. in Japan. It's quite an honor to us that you would stop by. So thanks for being in touch and for staying connected with us. We just love it. Hi to Wes and Julie in Maryland. Hi to Sebastian in Toulouse. Welcome. And to Steve in Scotland and to Margot in Chicago. Hey, Holly, soon to be Florida. Very exciting. And Elizabeth, welcome to you. We're going to carry on with three lovely jigs. The Rollicking Boys of Tandragee. Here's to the boys, the Rollicking Boys. Into another recent tune of the month. Ooh, that tune is great. The Maid in the Meadow.
Maid in the meadow, I made in the meadow.
Matt Heaton.
Then the geese in the bog and the geese in the bog. They all you have to sing the titles to all the tunes from the rest of the session.
So the second tune
Yeah.
is in G, but heads up.
It starts on a 4-chord.
Okay.
Yeah. I even made a note for myself.
Nice. Di-da-dee-dum-dee-you-da-da-dum. 1, 2. Oh yeah, we'll show everybody our notes here. We have notes. We have notes. See, these are Matt's notes. Tunes that we planned today. 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah, Matt.
Oh.
Yeah, woohoo, Matt Heaton.
Woo.
Those were some lovely chords. And that was a nice set of jigs.
Yeah, it is.
So it was
That's
3 jigs that I really wanted to play.
Mm.
And they didn't seem like they went all that well together. I said, I want to play the Rollicking Boys and the Geese in the Bog and Maid in the Meadow. And we kind of played them together earlier, and it was like, they don't really go together. And I thought, well, let's switch Maid in the Meadow second. And then at the last minute, I came up with a nice transition. Which stitched them together.
Mm.
And then we coordinated because you knew that we were going into Maid in the Meadow. And so you started on that 4 chord, and it made it magical.
Very
a little
nice.
coordination,
Very
a little
nice.
playing together. Very nice. Enjoyed that
Like
more
we
than
played.
I thought we would. To Per in Stockholm, thanks for joining us from Sweden. Wonderful. And to Blue Song in the north of Scotland, welcome to you. Dad, I tried playing a little closer to the mic. Let me know if that made a difference. And how kind are you to offer some suggestions, and also how kind is this community? Now that is some manners. He said, I like the trill in there. Please move the flute closer. Thanks. So you said something nice. You gave a helpful suggestion, and then just kindness. I think that that is a very subtle and perfect example of grace. So there we go. We're going
Coordination. Oh, man.
And then Elise jumping in on the puns. Elise and probably Ellery Klein and George Keith and Matt Heaton could have a pun fest.
When do I get to tell my joke? Is it time yet or not yet?
I think after the hornpipes.
Okay.
I think let's do the
All right.
hornpipes first because
Yeah.
I've put them in the chat.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we're going to try the beautiful Blackbird.
Mm.
Many blackbirds in the Blackbird family. This is one of the prettiest. Into a tune that I kind of learned from Julie and West, really. I didn't know about this. Lovely hornpipe called the Hangman's Noose. Not such a lovely name. It was written by Frank McCollum, who was the same guy who wrote that lovely tune, The Home Ruler, but this is the Hangman's Noose. So let's give it a try. D first, then G. And then your joke.
And then my joke.
1, a 2, a 1. we started.
Good. That's always a good sign.
You?
Yeah.
Are you getting there?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Yeah.
No pressure. You can be honest. We're with friends. I love, Allison, that you have an association of learning the Rollicking Boys together at Mad Week a couple of years ago. And now, yes, welcome to the Maid in the Meadow. A lot of good Maids tunes out there. And to our friend in Venezuela, I'm glad you made it back. I'm glad you're not having internet problems this time around. And glad that you got to see the last one later on. And for anyone watching later on, hello to you.
Hello, future you.
Hello, future you. Hello, future us. And to anyone who's here with us live but not in the chat, a very special welcome to you as well. And
Extension cords.
And to Anne-Sophie, hello in France. Happy to have you joining us. And Jeff in Saratoga Springs, welcome in New York. Wonderful that you're here. And very, very sweet, Ray, that you're enjoying the music. We're happy to have you here. And Chris, yes, Hangman's Noose is, it does not sound...
It's very jaunty.
It's very jaunty, yes.
It's a little...
Speaking of jaunty, Matt.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So
You've got your joke.
Yes. Nigel came home with this one, and I liked it so much. So there's this guy, and he runs into his friend, and he says, "Hey, Susan, check this out. I got a talking chicken." She's like, "What? No way." And he's like, "Yeah, no, totally. Listen to this. Hey, chicken, what do you call $2?" And the chicken goes, "Buck, buck." And he says, "What do you call a male deer?" And he says, "Buck." And Susan's like, "Oh, come on. This is ridiculous." And he's like, no, wait, it gets better. And then the chicken says, "Yeah, Susan, it gets a lot better."
Susan. I think the detail of Sue that she's named.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that joke.
All right, Susan, it gets a lot better. It just gets better and better. We're going to play some reels. And I think...
I made a note.
You made a note?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you make a note of?
I made a note for to transition to play a B7 chord.
Okay, heads up. We can coordinate with our Kaylee band here. Yeah. So Otter's Holt, we're going to play first. This wonderful junior Korean tune, which he actually wrote in E minor, but it's typically often played in B minor.
Yeah, and we're going to play it in B minor.
Suits the flute range. That's the first tune. And Otter's Holt was in Oil for the Chain. I know some people here are Oil for the Chain owners, so there you go. People liked your joke.
Yeah, it's a good joke.
So the Otter's Holt into Joe Cooley's reel. La la di do da di dum 2. Is that too fast?
It was a little spread. It'll be a little moody.
1, 2. The chicken that keeps going to the library for a book, Steve. Turns out he was taking them to a frog that had read it. Cute. And Ray, thanks for mentioning our book in harmony. Flute on the left, guitar on the right. We are working on a follow-up collection because we had so many requests for other session tunes. So we are chipping away at that. And, the best way to find out about when that book's ready or when we're going to do our virtual guided session, we're going to do it on the second Saturday of June. And then summer is TBA. The best way to find out about all that stuff is make sure you're on my email list. I send out a note once a month on the first of the month. That's it. Just letting people know what's what, and then I send a little musing as well. But that I'm trying to just keep everybody posted on everything that's new and coming out. And so thank you for asking about that. That's wonderful, yes. Ray.
And if you're like, oh, how do I get on the mailing list? Go to shannonheatonmusic.com and then you can sign up.
Nice. Now we have a guitar question. Matt, when you go from B minor 7 to a ninth, do you have a common fingering between the two chords?
Yeah.
Okay,
always.
so.
I'm fingering my B minor 7 on the 7th fret, so I'm going. It's a 7 muted string, 7 7 open, and I'm using 2 3 and 4, so that then when I go to the A chord, I leave my ring finger down and pivot around on that, and then that would be open 7 6 open. So anytime you can have a common finger between two chords makes the change much easier and smoother. So. And
the corollary on the flute is if you're going from a B to a D, oftentimes you can leave this finger down. We're just talking about efficient fingerings, little hacks.
Yeah.
Leaving fingers down.
Don't pick it up if you don't have to.
Same thing with the fiddle. If you're going from a D to a B,
yeah,
just leave that B down the whole time.
If you're going back and forth.
So, speaking of efficient, it is not efficient to travel from Boston to Japan.
Clearly not.
It is not efficient. It's so special. It takes so many resources, and it takes a lot of planning, and it takes a lot of connections to make a couple weeks over in Tokyo and Osaka and Kyoto and Yamanashi and Yokohama meaningful and work. So we're going to play for you for our Offertory selection. We're going to play for you a tune that I wrote called Cher for our dear friends in, thank you very much, in Japan. And I think, so our friend Hirofumi Nakamura wrote words to the tune. I'm very flustered because I'm moved. But in the song, basically, he's talking about like singing a song together that we had planned for, that we had dreamed of, like kind of feeling the wind up on a hill, like having this wonderful idea of making music and being together. And then suddenly that day is here. So uta is song, right? Or kyoku is tune in Japanese. And so he says, Itsuka yume ni mita uta o kimi to uta u. So he's just talking about like, realizing this dream. So we're going to try to play and sing a little bit of this tune, Cher for you. And this is our Offertory selection for you.
I can tell about that if you'd like to.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, we like to pass the hat here at the virtual guided session. So if you would feel moved to plop anything in the virtual tip jar, here are the links. We could not. Let's see. Camera looks good. Oh, that's nice. Good. Thank you. It must be the. To be honest, the rainy days look better in here because it's not quite as washed out as a softer light. Nice. I think. And then direct flights. We could not find a direct flight, or if we did see one, it was staggeringly expensive. But anyway, we're going to give you a little trip to Japan right now with this arrangement of Cher.
So this is a tune that I wrote, and our friends in Torikorore arranged it in this beautiful way. And the words are by Hirofumi Nakamura, who's a great accordion player and bouzouki player and piano player.
Why don't you write their the name Tricolore in the chat? Just if you can search them up. Great musicians in Japan.
Okay. Can we have a clean start there? Nice, so lovely. What a lovely collaboration with our friends. So look out for Terikorora and Ojizo and Hatao and Nami, beautiful musicians that we are lucky to have as friends, to call friends.
And
So
now
some-
for something completely different.
For some jigs.
Thought we were doing the waltzes. Never mind.
Jigs. Let's
Yeah,
do
we're
some
doing
jigs.
jigs. We're
Let's do
doing
some
jigs.
jigs first.
Jigs.
Jigs. I feel
Jigs.
like jigs after.
Yeah, definite
Yeah.
jigs. Here come the jigs.
Jalen, it is Japanese. I learned a lot of Japanese words and started to learn some grammar. And, I've been working really hard on reading the hiragana, but they always put in there's so much kanji in there still, even when I'm trying to, I'll get there with the kanji, but I would like to start with just the simpler phonetic alphabet for starters, but there is no simple. It is just go. It is just go. So there we go. So arigatou gozaimasu, Jalen-san. I'm glad that you could recognize my Japanese. So we're going to say it to you. Mug of Brown Ale. That's a great tune. It's a lovely tune. Into.
Oh, man. A mug of brown ale and some bacon actually sounds pretty good right at the moment, doesn't it?
I guess so. Munster
it
bacon.
does. Yeah, it does.
Wait, I think.
What do you...
Yeah, okay. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
How fast? One, 2. lots of colors.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of color suggestions. I thought I would go a little bit like fuzzy at the end, you know? It's kind of cool sound. And then I decided would have been nicer. But it was too late.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it back.
Got to fix it in the mix.
Salut to Gilda. I'm glad you're joining us. You're just in time. Never too late. And Adele, I think you're right. Is that first tune? Da, 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 da. Maybe also called Patty in London. I think you're right, indeed. Or London, as you wrote first. And Jem is, or Jamie, is the guitar and standard tuning.
Tis. Yes.
Alas, it's me. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. You're just in time for the waltzes. So we're going to try Tom Bhetty's. And you always get annoyed by the spelling of this waltz.
I do.
Tom Bhetty's.
Bhetty.
Bhetty's. Right. We came up with some chords for Mrs. Kinney's.
Yeah.
It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
And to Mrs. Kinney. So... I don't think we can do it much slower than that.
No.
So get your best waltz clog happening, and we'll give it a try. And then to... I think the last time that I played that was in a session that Matt Cranich was doing at the Catskills some years ago, Mrs. Kinney's.
Huh.
So here we go. G and D waltzes. 1, 2, 3. Oof, are we in tune with reality? Actually, are you in tune?
Checking.
We better check.
Checking?
We better check.
Oh, we're doing the whole. I think we're fine, but.
Are we?
Yeah. Computer says yes.
Great. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Hey, I think
That
I've
made the song
also.
come out.
It really did. I think I've also played that with wonderful Kevin Doyle dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Very fun, very fun. Hey, Bev, Mrs. Kinney is one of your favorites. That's awesome, and it is a really pretty. Those are pretty. So I was thinking of doing a set of waltzes like those when Arthur had mentioned doing something different. I know, Arthur, that you love the 5/8 and the 7/8 tunes. Next time we will do. But for now, we will not. We will do John Brennan's, which is a lovely reel. I had to look up the name because I think we're going to include it in the new collection. Some people call it Jim Kelly's. It's a lovely tune that I really associate with that great recording of Brian Rooney's The Godfather. He put that on an album years ago, on his Godfather album. Into... Ooh, that one is in oil for the chain as well. It's a real retro kind of a day. Thank you, Arthur, for your support. And we love the input, though, and we love everything that we are pointed to. When people make requests, when people send information, we learn so much, and it stretches me. And I'm grateful for it. So. One, two, into, sorry. One, two.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
Oh, friends, thank you so much. An hour has raced by. It was really cold and rainy. And now it is sunny and my mood has lifted considerably. I feel so lucky to connect with folks right here in our little room, around in your rooms, everywhere. And joining us from Japan, joining us from China. We are so honored, folks, that you join us so early, late in the day. And happy to have our neighbors joining us from down the road. And Kim, no, it's never too late. You're very welcome here. Bill, I'm glad you like the change between those last two. So thank you, friends. Thank you for joining us. Gramahagat, Tahapaliv, Shukran, Dankjewel, Toda, merci beaucoup, Trugare, for joining us here at the virtual guided session. Arigato gozaimasu, muchas gracias, tusen tak, Maid, Jinkoya, Seche, Mgoi, Dankeschön, for remembering that we are the second Saturday of the month, and we'll be here the second Saturday of June. Hope to see you back here. Mille grazie, kamsahamnida, efcharisto, chvalavam, eskerigasko, dhanyavad, gidos, natenda, miigwech, yudva, spasiba, ahehe, salamat, terima kasih, dioch, kusnem, muito obrigada, gam aitha, khop kun naka, khop chai laide. Good night, good morning. Have a wonderful rest of your whatever. Hope to connect with you soon. We're going to finish with the beautiful Welsh hymn, Calon Lan, Shining Heart, from our hearts to yours. Wishing you a wonderful month. Like that?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 1. From the United States of America, the land that is so great because of all of the people from all over the world who live here and have moved here, to your homes wherever you may be. Thank you so much for joining us, and hope to see you next month at the virtual guided session.